Welcome, my name is Source, and today I'm bringing you a CoD Ghosts gameplay here. Part number 2 from the new DLC map pack, Devastation, and Unearthed is the map of choice today. So it was very much a toss-up between Unearthed and Behemoth as my second or third favourite map, because both maps I do like, again to an extent, but I think I prefer Behemoth a little bit more. I just get better gameplays on Behemoth, and Behemoth plays better than Unearthed, so I think Unearthed does take my third place spot from the new DLC Devastation. So of course, still to come is Behemoth and my favourite, Ruins. I'm gonna guess that Ruins is is most people's favourite map out of the 4 new maps, just because it's very small, action-packed, fast-paced, and of course, Predator. He's pretty good, awesome. But let's just stop rambling on. Let's get into this brief review of Unearthed. So Unearthed, as you all know, well, I would assume you all know, is a remake, a vamped-up version of Modern Warfare 3's Dome. Now, Modern Warfare 3's Dome was one of those maps where you go into and you either get a really good map or a really bad game, and this map's very much the same. Like, there's no difference in that perspective. You go in and you either tear some shit up or you get torn apart, and it's very much one of those maps, which is why I think it's one of the maps where some people will love it, some people will hate it, and there'll be very little people who think it's alright, because it is just one of those maps where anything could happen, and it's, like I say, good or bad. But so in comparison to Dome, on the whole, I think I prefer Unearthed over Dome, and I say that simply because, for whatever reason, I believe that it plays better than Dome. Unearthed seems and definitely plays a lot more open. There's a lot more open spaces. All the fences and barriers are a lot lower down, so you can see over them better. You can jump to see over them better, and there's wee kind of lines of sight that I don't know if even existed in Dome, but this map on the whole seems a lot more open and a lot easier to get kills on. It could be just me, but that's just definitely my personal opinion thus far. So there's a lot of new features on this map. Of course, that crane that I think you just seen there. That crane goes from pretty much one side of the map to the other, and I get the idea, but I personally don't really like it too much because, well, I haven't used it yet because I prefer to be on the ground killing people rather than being up there in the sky, isolated on your own. And I mean, yeah, you do have the height advantage, but I want to be on the ground, running about with my SMG, and get more kills than I would if I was up top. Speaking of that wee crane, by the way, it's very hard to kill someone in there. If you were going to kill someone, it would probably be some sort of headshot or like a chest shot, because you can't shoot from below or from the side, which is quite annoying, and it kind of makes that wee crane pretty frustrating at times. But so that's that. Of course, we have the aliens. If you get the field order, and we've got the new alien gun. I forget what it's called, but I've yet to use it. I've yet to actually get it, and I've yet to get the aliens. But I thought the aliens were going to be very overpowered, because when I seen the trailer and when I have seen other videos of the aliens come in, I thought to myself, these things are going to be so overpowered. But thankfully not. I've only seen them being used a couple of times, and they don't seem that bad so far, and they're easy enough to kill, probably about the same shots as what a dog would take. And yeah, I mean, they're quite annoying to kill, but well, so any more kind of comparisons to Dome? Of course, the whole layout of the maps, very similar. It is Dome in a nutshell, but there's a wee added an added place as well. Like on the left hand side in the building, there's a wee area like where you can run through, but it does nothing. No one really uses it, and it's not really important. But it's a cool little added extra, I guess, to make the map even more interactable, I guess you could say. But so this was the best of the gameplays that I got. It's quite hard to get a gameplay on this map, which is what I found. I was debating whether or not to put this map up. This game up, here's a map, this gameplay up, and I thought, you know what, why not? It's a gameplay, and I want to get a gameplay from all 4 maps. So this is probably the best gameplay that I got from Unearthed, so that's why it's up. So a lot of my shots in this map, in this game, fucking hell, like, in this game, seem to be really accurate, by the way, as well, because, you know, as I was getting these kills, you know, all of them seem pretty accurate and pretty on point, which is pretty good. And I usually don't really get those kind of kills, but I think recently my whole gameplay and play style has improved a wee bit, and I honestly think that's because I've been watching a lot of competitive CoD recently. I watched a lot of the CoD championships, which were actually really fun, really exciting to watch. And I think, you know, watching all those competitive players play, and then also I've been watching you know, the odd live stream now and then of a few of the CoD players, you know, that I follow and things. And I know it might sound daft, but, you know, like watching those guys play, you know, has made me want to play Call of Duty a lot more recently. It's got me into Call of Duty a lot more recently, and I think my games, like my overall play style has definitely picked up a wee bit. I hope so. It feels that way anyway, but again, it could be just me, but I'm pretty sure I'm a wee bit better. Not by an awful lot, but I'm a wee bit better. Like, my shots seem to be a lot more accurate anyway, so, and I don't really seem to get shot on as much as I used to, because by God, I used to get destroyed a lot. Like when this game first came out, I was actually reasonably good, like for the first month or so, and then after that, just like every game near enough was awful. My KD took a big massive hit, but it's slowly getting back up again. But anyway, so that's a little bit about that. But there's really not much more to say about Unearthed. That's why I have rambled on. Of course, it is Dome. I wasn't too fussed on Dome from Modern Warfare 3, and again, I'm not too fussed on Unearthed from Ghosts, to be honest. But I think, as a whole, in my opinion, it is a little bit better than Dome. It's just a lot more open. It just seems easier to get killed, and it just plays better all around. And in Dome, what I noticed is that it was very camp heavy. This map, it's not as camp heavy, but that crane, people use that crane an awful lot. So, but of course, it's a very small range map. So of course you're gonna get, you know, like short range encounter. So it's very much an SMG map, just like Collision in my opinion. So, and to be honest, Ruins is definitely an SMG map, and so is Behemoth, because they're all small to medium maps. But so yeah, so I hope you enjoy this kind of, you know, brief review, I guess you could call it, on Unearthed, the remake of Dome. And we still have Behemoth and Ruins to come, guys, so stay tuned for those 2 videos. And I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I didn't ramble on too much, but what can you do? It just happens sometimes. And anyway, I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.